Cosmology tries to understand the structure and order of the universe, while cosmogony specifically focuses on the origin story or creation of the universe. Marcion had the idea of the supreme deity not being related to cosmology and cosmic theology. So he neither created this world nor is trying to rule it. This led to the most original idea of theology. For Marcion, Christ acquired such an exalted and isolated position as founder of the true religion as is found in no other religious system. There were two competing theology, Jesus by Pauline versus John the Baptist by Simon Magus in the time of Marcion. The unknown God, Agnostos Theos. The unknown God is a theory based on the Christian apostle Paul's Areopagus speech in Acts 17:23, that in addition to the 12 main gods and the innumerable lesser deities, ancient Greeks worshipped a deity they called Agnostos Theos, that is, unknown God, which Norden called un-Greek. In Athens, there was a temple specifically dedicated to that god, and very often Athenians would swear in the name of the unknown God. In the book of Acts, when the Apostle Paul visited Athens, he saw an altar with an inscription dedicated to that god, and, when invited to speak to the Athenian elite at the Areopagus, gave a speech. Because Paul's god could not be named, according to the customs of his people, it is possible that Paul's Athenian listeners would have considered his god to be the unknown god par excellence. Theodicy to Gnosticism. Theodicy is an argument that attempts to resolve the problem of evil that arises when all power and all goodness are simultaneously ascribed to God. Christian Gnostics, following Hellenic mystics and philosophers, look at the concept unknown seriously, their God. Although the Father of Jesus Christ was actually the unknown one, for over the long course of speculation about him from Plato onward, the connection of this God with the world had by degrees been not only loosened but completely dissolved. They were observing the bad world, and the creator of this world could not be all good. So instead of all good God being related to this world, he must be totally ignoring, having no involvement with anything in this world. Then arose the idea, the unknown God is not the creator of the world. World as prison, Matrix movie. Since all good God was not related to creation or government of this world, the world came to be utterly devoid of value, since not only all value but all true being also is to be sought in the unknown one. The world became a prison, a hell, something without meaning, an idle fantasy, nothing. All these judgments are basically identical, the world lost its right to be. If you deeply understand the context, it is very similar to the Matrix movie. Marcion discovering unknown God. Marcion had come to know God in the manifestation of Jesus Christ, completely and exclusively as the Father of mercy and the God of all comfort. Therefore he was sure that no other expression about God is valid, and indeed that any other is only error of the most grave and grievous son. Hence he proclaimed this God consistently and exclusively as the good Redeemer. But at the same time as the unknown God and the alien. He is unknown because in no sense can he be recognized in the world and in man. He is alien because there are simply no bond and no obligation that connect him with the world and with man. This God enters into the world as an outsider and an alien lord. He is a tremendous paradox. On a redemptive mission world that did not at all concern him because he had made nothing in it. In summary, Marcion shares some similarities with Gnostics, but he seems to think good God, totally unrelated to our reality. Since this world is full of pain, sorrow, he cannot have any participation in anything happening here. When he compares the Old and New Testament, Jesus also seems totally unwilling about this material world. Jesus has endless mercy, unlike the God of the Old Testament. So that the first manifestation of this God was Jesus. The Gospel of Marcion, Section 1. In the 15th year of Tiberius Caesar, Pontius Pilate being governor of Judea, Jesus descended, out of heaven, into Capernaum, a city in Galilee, and was teaching, in the synagogue, on the Sabbath days, and they were astonished at his doctrine. For his word was in authority. And in the synagogue there was a man, which had a spirit of an unclean devil, and cried out with a loud voice, saying, Let us alone, what have we to do with thee, thou Jesus? Art thou come to destroy us? I know thee who thou art, the Holy One of God.